Need to definitely get better with my peripheral. All right. Good evening, you wonderful, fluke. All right, this is another evening edition of Bitz with Splitz, the Dutch Angel Dragon. And of course, I couldn't resist. I got to sport my Dutchy boyfriend shirt. I know you guys like it. So, all right. So this is kind of an interesting subject. I just try to think of a random thing to just start, flamboying, just rapping about for the entire hour. What I'm going to start doing is, unless further notice, is better for my schedule. Is like I'm already home, I'm chilling, doing this. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start doing. I decided to bump my Q's and A's and interview my live streams back an hour. Like normally I got it for 9 p.m. and I'm just like by 9 p.m. I'm just like getting like almost dead. So I think I'm gonna start shooting for like 8 to 8:30 from now on. So for future reference, I'll just start doing like the postings at more like like the 8 o'clock. So if you guys have any questions you'd like to ask, we're going along here. So what I'd like to actually hear is the interesting subject at hand. I'm trying to wave these people on Instagram. It doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to do it. Instagram is being torturous. So one of the things that's really interesting I noticed in the family, there's all these different kinds of abbreviations. I hear it so many ways, so many forms. So this is what's good. I'm gonna have your guys help me debunk a lot of these different kinds of abbreviations that are in the fandom because I'm still new. Like, don't worry, I'm older. I'm like gray muzzleish area, but I feel like I'm learning something new every single day. And come here, quiet. So I hear all these different terms within the fandom, and they're usually those 3-letter to 4-letter abbreviations, and I'm like, they'll be in conversation, and then they're like, all right, I'm going to this, I'm doing this and this and this and EDM, and I'm like, what? I mean, I'm good at pretending I know what they're talking about, but I'll have like that semi deer in the headlights look and be like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But then I'm just like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I have no idea what they're saying, like EDM, or I hear OC, I hear YCH, I hear all these different abbreviations in the fandom, and I have no friggin' clue what is being said. It's just like I'm guessing. I'm like, okay, I know a couple acronyms, I know a couple abbreviations, but then I hear these new ones in the fandom, and I need some elaboration, folks. I need you guys to help me debunk what these abbreviations really mean. I need you guys on Instagram. I need you guys on YouTube. I need your homies on, especially on Facebook Live. Thank you guys so much for jumping into it tonight to help us debunk these things and help us get a good definition of what all these different abbreviations within the fandom mean, because I'm clueless. I'm Mr. What? What was that? What's YCH? I don't know what the heck a YCH is. So, all right, what do we got here? No, I'm not kidding. I'm really derpy when it comes to like different like abbreviations of the fandom. I have no idea what the heck they're talking about. All right, I'll get Werner Furry in on this. All right. Oh, hi, Chase Blue. Wonderful day, cutie. Hugs and why, thank you, Chase. I really appreciate it. You as well. I'm glad you're able to make it tonight. So that's what kind of like the subject matter is at the moment, is these different abbreviations in the fandom. Winter Furry Husky, are you there?
I am here.
So yeah, I mean I figured it was a good subject matter to just kind of jump into for this stream tonight. Long story short, I was supposed to have a furry interview. I actually had two that were like kind of like a ball tossed up in the air situation. And one was hopefully going to be Nefertiti, one of the biggest, Dutch Angel Dragon fursuit makers out there. And she kind of couldn't make it. So I'm like, And then I was going to have Flix Fox show up, and he kind of, yeah. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm still going to do a stream anyway. So what the heck? I figured I'd bring up a certain subject that we could definitely discuss. This would be really interesting. I am doing fantastic, Rusty Born. I really appreciate you swinging by. How about you there, Winter Furry Husky? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, just being lazy.
Nice. So All right, so maybe you could educate me as well as the viewers and stream watchers could definitely educate us. So, as you saw in the subject matter in the header, the different abbreviations in the fandom. How are you in knowing your different abbreviations in the fandom?
Well, it's simply like this. I have no idea what an abbreviation is. I honestly have no idea, and I'm very much an idiot.
So, a lot of like furries and whatnot, especially younger ones, and well, not just younger ones, but of all ages, especially when they're referring to anything with like art or music or whatever, they use all these different acronyms and abbreviations. It's usually like I think acronyms is the correct word, but it's just like they say this or that, and like you're in a conversation, with some furries, and you're just like, oh yeah, 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 oh that's really cool, but in the back of your mind, you're like, what? What did they say? Because they'll say something like, okay, for example, one of the first ones that always comes to mind, I nod my head and I'm like, okay, I know what you're talking about. And I kind of don't, I don't want to sound like I'm totally lost in the headlights, but I hear the term YCH. YCH. Have you ever heard that term?
I've seen it, but I don't know what it means.
Okay, so what we need is one of these wonderful viewers. It can be Rusty. It can be anyone on Instagram. It can be anyone on Facebook that's viewing and watching. YCH. What the heck does that mean? I know it's like, I know it's something to do with art. And then I see like, cute pictures of Sonas, and don't get me wrong, it's wonderful art. But then I'm like, I hear, oh, here's my YCH. I'm like, what does YCH stand for? Like, what is it short for? Wait, someone might say it. Love your T-shirt. Why, absolutely. Oh, thank you very much. Let's see, who is that? Bearsuit, ex Bearsuit. Yeah, why, thank you. I really appreciate what it says. Like, yeah, I'm the known as the Dutchy boyfriend, so I'm glad. Holy smokes, we got some viewers on YouTube as well. So YCH, I definitely don't know what YCH means. No, honestly, Rusty doesn't know what YCH means. Spike, can you elaborate? What is a YCH? Facebook, what the heck is a YCH? All I know is it is art. It is art, and it's like it has something to do with art within the fandom. I'm just no, I'm not kidding. I'm not like I don't secretly know it. I want to know, do you viewers know what the heck a YCH is? It's like short for something. It's an acronym or an abbreviation or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it stands for. Wait, I think it's like your character here. Ah, okay. So T Dog 2240 says your character here. Okay, all right, perfect. So that's like a perfect reference right there. Wait, we got some answers on YouTube. Just looked it up. Your commission here. YCH means your character here. Okay, all right, perfect. That's good. So we all learned something. So it stands for your character here. So yes, you guys are allowed to perfectly cheat. I mean, I don't want to be all distracted. I could get on, like Telegram or Google and try to look at myself. But no. Okay, so your character here. So YCH, like your character here, whether it's digital or crayon or colored pencil or also, okay, so I guess it makes sense. I'm just like, you know what I mean? At first, it's like at hindsight, I'm like, okay, so this is a great weight lifted off the chest. So we just defined, ladies and gentlemen, and furries alike, YCH is your character here. So abbreviation or acronym. I'm just derpy. I know so many terms, but I don't know which ones belong where. So YCH stands for your character here on paper or on a computer. All right. Let's see. Fitting two, considering I'm planning on being in Chicago in December, where Styx is based. Oh, Oh, man. Oh, yeah, you should totally do that. Absolutely. A lot of conventions are abbreviated too. Like, okay, so yeah, exactly. So that's another great point that Avi Nova is saying is like a lot of different conventions. That one's not so bad. So AC. Oh, is that air conditioning? No, it's Anthrocon, if I'm correct. AC is Anthrocon. Great convention in Pittsburgh. I really badly wanted to go last year. Well, we know what happened last year and what probably happened this year. But what can you do? So, and then of course, FWA. Furry Weekend Atlanta. So see, I got my convention abbreviations down okay, but it's like the certain ones I'm just like, what? Huh? So yeah, so FWA is for, and then Plex or Megaplex. You know, that one's not really abbreviated. That's just Megaplex in, you know, here in my hometown of Orlando. Let's see. What else can we do? MFF, Midwest Fur Fest. That one I know because I've been there. Let's see. Sticks is one of my favorite. Oh, man. That is really freaking awesome. So then, of course, then another mentioning is TFF, Texas Furry Fiesta. And then it's like from there, I'm like, I hear, what's the one in, it's like FA, like fur. I think I'm, see, I don't know my terms. See, I don't know my acronyms at all. So Fernal Equinox, FE. Let's see, what else we got? BLFC, biggest little fur. See, I got the cons down. It's these other ones that are like these other terms within the fandom that are little acronyms. Like, what are they talking about? So we debunked YCH, so that's great. Okay, next one. Let's move on to the next one. I hear in the music industry, EDM. EDM. So Echo, Delta, and Michael. So EDM. So you guys can help debunk that one. You're free to look it up. EDM. I believe it has something to do with music. I heard about it when you're going to like dance parties and whatnot and so forth. And a lot of the DJs, they do it at the different conventions. I hear the term EDM. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know exactly what that is. I'm just like, you know, no, seriously. I'm just like, in my mind, I have no idea what that term stands for. So, all right, EDM. Further confusion is insane. Oh, okay. Nice. All right, so do we have EDM? Do we have someone that can answer that one? Winter Furry, are you there? EDM, every dog mouth, I don't know. EDM, so it's something to do with music. So if you guys can figure it out, what does EDM stand for? I think it stands for electronic device music. Oh, electronic dancing. Okay, so oh, my bad, Caleb BMD. Sorry, I can't read very well. Okay, so that sounds like a likelihood, because that definitely would stand for something for like electronic dance music or something very similar to that. So yes, when you hear that music at the dance parties, you know, we can't use that other term, but when you hear it, you're just like, oh, okay. So now I do believe that is correct. Let's see. You know what? Just to help us out, just to be sure, I am a knowledge teaching inductee. I always like to know what the, oh God, where's my mouse? When in doubt, use your mouse and Google it out. All right, so I'm looking it up, EDM.
I just want to let you know something. I'll be right back. I mean, I'm still on here, but I'll be right back. I just need to go do something real quick.
Okay, so I just used Google, so I cheated, and that is correct. So EDM actually stands for electronic dance music. So when you go into a dance thing, now, when you go to, whether it be can't use that term, a dance party, or you're hearing that just really interesting, just really cool music, don't get me wrong, I'm into it. It's really very good. So it is electronic dance music. That's when they use like their little devices, and then they tweak them up, and the little DJ stations, all the buttons and bells and bass, treble, and synthesizers, and so on and so forth. That is for electronic dance music. So there we go, folks. We just debunked another furry fandom acronym. We just debunked that. So we just did good. All right, what do we got? I thought it was electronic digital music, but electronic dance music sounds better. Yeah, exactly. And that's what's really great about it, is you kind of like being like a furry. No, honestly, I'm a furry dancer, and I don't even, for the longest time, I didn't even know what EDM stood for. So now we actually know. This is actually fantastic. We're learning something new. Let's see. Oh, yes, absolutely, Rusty. I agree with that. It's definitely Owo for sure. Let's see. I thought, okay. Let's see. What else do we got? We got some Facebooker watchers. Hi, how are you, Beitu Televu? All right. I'm glad you can make it too. So that is number 2 of another debunking of a furry acronym. Another one. Another one. Okay. So hear this one out. I believe it's art related. So have you guys ever heard the term OC? So is it like Orange County, like Oscar, like the heart. So O and then C. O, C. So now that one gets me kind of curious. I know it has something to do with art, but what does the term OC stand for? I don't have a clue. All I do is I hear about art and I'm like, I just nod my head and I say, yeah, it's about art. What does OC stand for? Please help us define what OC stands for. Open crib. Oh my God. I usually, oh my God, I'm running out of breath. This is good. That was the best. That was like one of the best answers I've ever heard. So it actually said, who was it now? Was it Spirit? No. Hold on. Let me get that. I can't see it. So Caleb TMB said original creative character. Okay, original creation or character. But no. Wait. That was Colt West official said open crib. That's good. But yes, that actually does sound correct. So there we go, folks. And to double check, when in doubt, Google out, I always say. I'll try OC art and see if that brings up the bill. OC. Okay, so kind of like, okay, so here we go. People also ask, what is the OC in art? There we go, folks. You are all correct. It says original character. Okay, so it was a term that was kind of derived in deviant art, that of which I first got into the fandom. I started watching, I started getting into the furry stuff right around about 10, 12 years ago through DeviantArt, and then eventually to Fur Affinity, and then now furries are everywhere. We're taking over the world, every platform, everywhere. So now that is debunked. OC stands for original character. All right, so we got that one debunked. So original character is something to do with art, and that's like your original base character. I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what Google says. DeviantArt even calls some fan-based characters original characters, even though they are not original. For example, he or she could be based off Nintendo, but has modifications to make it their own distinctive art. Okay, so I guess that's what original character sounds like. It's something that's just like original. You know, it can either be originally just created out of nowhere, or it can be based off of a different character, whether it be Nintendo, anime, Pokemon, Digimon, whatever, and you just kind of go with it and you do your little modifications and changes. And then, of course, credit where credit is due. Last thing you want is copyright issues. I've heard of some people having some bad situations when they do not give that credit. So that is what OC stands for. There we go. I'm going to throw this in my mouth. I'm getting a little sweaty. All right. Let's see. We got Furry Azul. Hi, how are you? I'm glad you can make it. All right. So we got that one debunked. All right. Another furry. What would be another? I'm trying to think of one, but I believe this is a safe for work interview situation. So I am not allowed to speak that other one. Okay. So another one to get into is, let's see. Actually, you guys go ahead. How about you guys pitch a type of furry acronym, and we'll try to debunk it together. This is a great like Q&A and learning lesson here, because I don't know that many terms within the furry fandom. Those are some of the main ones I really know of, is like the OC, the YCH, EDM. So those are some fresh terms to me. Wait, what do we got? I just learned Lucky the Coyote is a very had fur. Had fur? Okay, so Ash the Duchy says had fur. So HAD. So HAD, like Hector, Alice, Doctor. So HAD. Well, I did not say that other part. I just said HAD. So I'm kind of curious, what does had have to do in the furry fandom? HAD. Oh, bad furry character. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you were getting to something else. Because I do know what AD stands for. And that is not stand for Ask Delta. AD stands for something else. And I don't believe, because it is not for kids kind of a furry talk. So we can't really get into that one, unfortunately. But no, it's something we'll save for more of a late night AD kind of interview. All right, no bad fur. Oh, okay. Ashley Dutchy says a bad fur. Oh yeah, there's a lot of bad furs out there. Agreed.
I got an abbreviation.
TFF, the abbreviation stands for Texas Furry Fiesta, the con. So if you know, DHC is that. Oh, okay. So that's another term. We don't want to get into that one, but yes, that is another controversial situation. I'm sure you guys might have heard of that one, but the DHC, did you hear of that situation there, Winter Furry Husky?
No, I don't. I mean, Ash just said, don't hug cacti.
Oh, yes. Don't hug cacti. So that's another acronym that we're getting into. What the heck? I do know that term. And at the moment, no bueno. I'm sure you guys have actually heard on the bunch of the different platforms. I've been absorbed. I watch and I heard from what I hear from friends. But apparently, Don't Hug Cacti did some very naughty things. And now they're pretty much like super cancer cultured. Like, if you get like a fursuit from them, you're kind of like the devil now because of that situation. And what's sad though is I guess I heard even people that have the fursuits made Don't Hug Cacti, they're kind of like scrutinizing them too. And it's like, it's not their fault. They didn't know that Don't Hug Cacti did that stuff. They just knew them as a really good suit maker. That's all they were known for. And now they're known for doing other things, unfortunately. We can't get into those. I've heard it. Oh, yes. Don't Hug Cacti. Yes, they had some controversy a while back where they did some, I'll just say it, NSFW things with people, and it got kind of ugly and nasty. And now they're pretty much done. They're, don't get me wrong, I don't know if people are buying suits from them anymore, but I think like if anybody gets suits from them or actively buys them, they get like super, guilt-ridden cancel culture on like Twitter and stuff. And it's just like, but hence the old-fashioned saying in the fandom, play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. So unfortunately, Don't Hug Cacti did that, and now they're paying for it. So best of luck. I don't know if anyone's going to buy a suit from them ever again, but you never know. What's up?
It's all fun and games until someone does a not safe for work thing.
Oh, yeah, it kind of just ruins all the fun of what the fandom really is mainly about. And yeah, and don't get me wrong, I don't judge. People go and do, what you do behind doors, whatever. I don't judge, but how they did it, it just, it was not a good situation. That's one of them cookie jars you don't want to get your hand in, so to speak. Let's see. Shame on that. Oh, there we go. Okay. So here we go. So this is a good one. So one of the main things, I don't even think it's an acronym for anything, but ooh-woo. So you know that term UWU? You ever heard that, folks? It's like UWU. And everyone and their sister uses it on different platforms when you're texting each other on Telegram, when you're on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everything and above, you're going to see that term, UWU. All right, let's debunk that term. So UWU, what does that say? We'll get into that other one in a little bit, Ashley Dutchy. Hold on. So the first one is UWU. Does that stand for anything? Ooh woo, or is it you woo? I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. So UWU. So when you use that term UWU, is that like, does it stand for something? Is it like how a furry looks like? Or I'm not really sure exactly where that's going in that situation. So I'm burpy. You guys got to educate me. So ooh woo. Let's see. We got anything
I
on?
just kind of think it means like, I thought it means like something cute or something like that. That's what I'm thinking.
I think it does. Here we go. I know what to do. When in doubt, let's ask Google. Google is a wonderful, wonderful search engine that knows what to do.
And also it will give, and also it will sometimes do things for you.
Oh yes. So this is gonna be interesting, folks. Uwu meaning. So okay, here we go. Uwu meaning. All right. This is what okay. So uwu is an emoticon depicting a cute face. It is used to express various warm, happy, or affectionate feelings. A closely related emoticon is owo, which can more specifically show more surprise and excitement. Oh, so here we go. It goes into another thing. This is actually interesting. So it goes, is uwu a bad word? Let's find out. Uwu is not actually a word, but a text emoticon. One should exercise caution in using the uwu emoticon without clear irony, especially as a male, as they can have negative connotations outside of weeboo circles. Okay, so it's definitely one of the things of how you look at it. So uwu, UWU is just like a sign of love and affection, or really, that's nice. But then it depends on how the individual looks at it. If you're utilizing uwu in contextual to say, oh, give me hugs, uwu, cute, that's how it is. Unfortunately, some can overstretch it or let's go NSFW context, and that can go into don't have cacti territory, that of which we're not getting into. All right, what do we got? So yes, so UWU is definitely stands for UWU, just like a furry, cute emoticon thing. Oh wait,
Yeah.
And then the next one, Ash the Dutch, you mentioned OWO, like OWO. See, I just went there, folks. I don't have ASL training, but you can do it with your hands. So OWO. So OWO. What does that stand for? Does that mean a whoa, a woo? I know a lot of people like to use it. Furries use it all day, every day on all the platforms. So let's see what Google has. Huh?
I think it means excitement.
I know it. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Like Google was starting to define it. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Is uwu a flirt? That's awesome. I thought it said is ooh a fart. I'm like, I guess it's to the eye of the beholder. So, all right. So OWO meaning OWU or OWO. So OWO emoticon explains expressive surprise used especially in text messaging and social media. OWU means, yep, so cutesy surprised. Oh, wow. Oh, what does OWO mean furry? Here we go. So OWO, also stylized as uwu, is a furry term, is that a chat emoticon, a name used in furry text-based conversation and roleplay. Normally, yes, with a NSFW connotation, sometimes as a trolling term. The two O's expressed wide and open eyes, and the W represents a cutesy anime-styled mouth. Okay, all right, so that kind of debunks it right there. So that's what OWO stands for, is it's acting surprised, cute, and of course furry. And yes, anything in the furry culture, it can get, yes, it can go NSFW direction. But that is not what this talk is about. So OW, yes, so OWO is definitely like a surprise, cute, animated looking emoticon used in the furry. Now that's actually a good one. So, another term. The term meme. So it said that earlier in the definition of awoo. So it says meme, M-E-M-E. So meme. So do you guys know what meme stands for? M-E-M-E. I'm kind of curious. What does that abbreviation in the furry culture stand for? I'll give you guys a minute to answer on Instagram, a minute on YouTube, and of course on Facebook. So you guys can go ahead and answer. What does MAME stand for? So meme or MAME, depends on what area of the country you're from, what that defines as. Huh?
How do you spell it?
MAME, M-E-M-E, I think. MAME or meme.
M-E-M-E?
Correct.
Oh, that's meme.
Yes, meme. Why do you gotta be so meme?
I can tell you what a meme is. I know what that is.
Is it an abbreviation for something?
It's actually more like you take a picture and you write like some sort of joke on it. Like there's actually some Star Wars memes. Like there's one where it shows Darth Vader pointing his finger over at Leia saying, "Cinnamon buns. That's what your hair reminds me of. Cinnamon buns."
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, exactly. That's kind of the one, true way to look at it. That's what, I think the definition, physically, is the picture with a funny joke or something about it. Me. What I'm kind of wondering is the word M-E-M-E, is that short for something else? Well, what the? Hold on. So, MAME short for. Okay, here we go. Okay, so MAME is a unit of cultural information spread by imitation. So the term MAME, from the Greek mimema, meaning imitated, was introduced in 1976 by British evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins in his work, The Selfish Gene. Huh. So is it real? So the correct way to say MAME, according to the Oxford Dictionary, is BBC's pronunciation is meme, not meme or mimi. So that's good. So don't say mimi or meme. Then you'll get that funny, like that. Yeah, you'll get that look and be like, what does that mean? But no, what does a meme mean? So it's not like an abbreviation or anything. It's just the term for a really funny joke with a picture. So it's like, yeah, so that's essentially what a meme is then. Yeah. We debunked that one, folks. So meme is a pretty picture. Meme is not short for anything. It's Greek derivative, meaning just a funny joke. So, all right. And the cousin of the furry meme, another abbreviation in the furry culture, or it can be an acronym, depending on what it's defined as, GIF. GIF. G-I-F. GIF. So G-I-F. So a GIF. What is a GIF? Is that something that you give someone in your family that you love, that you care for? No. It sounds like gift. But no, GIF. G-I-F. Does anyone know what GIF stands for? Hi, how are you, folks? My goodness.
Oh, I know that.
So is it short for something? I'm curious now. Hello, Splitz. How are you, my friend? I'm doing fantastic, Mikey Wallace. I'm glad you can make it tonight. So we're kind of going through all the different furry acronyms and abbreviations. So that's kind of the focus of tonight. I'm just kind of curious. GIF. So our next one is GIF. What is a GIF?
That's like a little short video that somebody does online. Seriously.
All right, so let's see. MFS is the best of time. Oh yeah, exactly. Totally mixed. I agree with that, Rusty. Definitely furries are cute.
Oh my gosh. Ash is saying GIF in the comments.
Oh, no, Ash. Oh, don't say that term. that's for a different time and a different place and a different kind of that'd be, it's not, just be careful. We sometimes have minors in here, so let's see. Of course, the funny thing is, even though this is a safe for work kind of stream, I think even sadly, I'm gonna say it, that minors do know that term. It's not nothing new. A lot of them know what it means. So you look it up on the internet, and parents try to lock them out of the internet, they're gonna break in anyway to find out. So we're not going to define that because then could possibly get in trouble. So whether or not, we all know, we assume, we all know what a GIF is. I'm pretty sure almost everyone watching this right now knows that term. But we're exploring GIF.
Which is why.
Hi, how are you? Yeah, I know, a naughty. Ash, you are a naughty. That's naughty. That's a naughty term. But yes, I will actually do more. I'm actually looking into down the line. So don't hesitate. I'm going to make it a special YouTube stream that's going to be 18 plus. So let's just say I'm looking into down the line. I'm going to be doing after dark interviews eventually. So yes, I'm going to be dabbling into that once in a while, but on these multi-streaming platforms, I gotta stay safe for work because of the restrictions. But when I go into YouTube only, I will do a link to it and everything, and then that one will be anyway. Back to the main subject at hand. GIF. GIF. Is that an acronym for something? GIF. Ooh, what's your YouTube and when is this happening? Holy smokes. What is I don't even know what my YouTube is.
It's not an acronym, really.
No, it is not. Like so GIF is not an acronym. So here, let's see what Google's got to say. It is.
When I see them, like I know what it is. It's like a moving picture.
Right. Oh yeah, exactly. So here we go. Here we go, folks. So GIF it is actually a abbreviation. It stands for Graphics Interchange Format. So GIF, GIF. And the graphics interchange format, or GIF, or GHIF in some places, is a bitmap image format that was developed by a team of the online services provider CompuServe, led by American computer scientist Steve Whitty, Wilhitty or something like that, in June 15, 1987, or was it? Yeah, 87. So good God, like over 30 years ago. So that is what a GIF is. That is a graphics interchange format. Hence, and yes, Winter Furry Husky, you got that correct. That a graphics interchange format is essentially a GIF. That's when you see little videos, whether it's animated or you see like a furry grabbing each other, hugging each other, and all these things. That is what a GIF is. So graphics interchange format. I didn't know, and we learned something new. Let's see. Bye. Oh, well, it's good. Glad you could stop by there, Ashley Dutch. You take care and you have a good night. Thank you for swinging by.
I actually have to go too. I got to get up early tomorrow morning. I got to get myself ready.
Oh, nice. You got to work?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, they changed my schedule, and now I have to wake up really early to meet the bus at a different time. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, think of a time to do that now that the school year is almost over.
Well, that's good. Well, that's good. I guess it's I'm used to waking up early in the morning sometimes. I'm just like, oh. I hear you. I feel you. Let's see. Oh, I feel like I'm ignoring these. All right, take care. You have a good night there, Winter Furry.
You too.
2 years before I was born. Hello, Splitz. How are you? So, so Mikey Wallace says that the existence of the GIF format was 2 years before he was born. So, 1989. Nice. Not bad. So, 32. Yeah. Bye. Glad you can make it. All right. So, we went over some different terms tonight. in the fandom. We went over GIF. We went over meme. Sorry. We went over meme. We talked about ooh. We talked about different, all sorts of things. YCH, OC, EDM. There are some other terms that we're not allowed to discuss here because this is safe for work. Let's see. What else? What do you think would be some other good potential furry terms we could try to debunk? Because I have a wonderful search engine. Oh, we have a question. Oh, okay. Holy smokes. They actually got some questions tonight? All right. Oh, that is really sweet. Okay, so I got this one earlier. I did a question, and it was make an assumption about me on my posting earlier, and I will debunk it or tell the truth. So this one I got, you're a handsome dragon. You can deny it, but in my eyes you are. Lies, lies, lies. I'm not a cute, handsome dragon. I'm a scary, see, look at that red side. I'll eat you all alive. I'm not kidding. I'm a ferocious dragon, so be careful of the dragon's wrath. I am not cute. Okay, maybe just a little bit. Let's see. All right, what do we got? YouTube, MFL. Oh, yes, agreed. MFL was actually really fun. I agree with Rusty. That was a really fun convention. All right, what else do we got? Next question came from Spirit Dog 4354. This one was asked at my little interview earlier in my little make an assumption about me. It said, you are more than hi, how are you? Glad you can make it tonight. So we were going over some furry abbreviations and acronyms, and now we're getting into some questions. So someone assumed that I have more than 5 personas. How I wish that were possible. Twilight saying a bunch of these other furries got like 10 million sonas. I think even Darwin's got like, I think he's got like 10 or 12. I think he's got like a frog and a raven and like a few other things, and Jake the Human or whatever. But no, honestly, to answer that question, I don't have 5. I only have 3. I have 3 personas. My first persona is Splitz the Dutch Ender Dragon. Next persona is Spaz, the cosmic space liger, lion tiger, green and blue fur. He will be a suit in about before 2022. So that's my second liger, is my second persona. No, I am not cute. Stop. The lies must continue. The beatings will continue if the untruth questions keep being said. And the third persona, that is actually going to be a secret persona, and only me and my suit maker know of this persona. So in that aspect, I am not actually going to reveal that one because the Great Revealo does not tell the truth about that persona. So that one is going to be sometime in 2022 at conventions, and I will do a special little thing where if you find me, you get a special prize. I'll be carrying it on me. Believe me, you'll really like the prize. If you can actually see my secret suit and find out who is the secret suitor behind the suit. And I'll make it even harder for you guys. I'll do like little like riddles and clues, and that's it. To even make it more interesting, I'm actually going to be a silent suitor. So you're going to be able to do no voice recognition and nothing. I'm going to do all sign language and everything. So you're going to have to work extra hard to find out who that mystery suitor is going to be. And why, thank you. I appreciate it. That's very sweet. Hey, another Dutchie. Nice. All right. Next question. You are the best. Why, thank you. I really appreciate that from Suma Danganropa.edit. Why, thank you. I really appreciate it. That's really nice when people say that stuff about me. I don't think I'm really that special or great or wonderful, but I do love it and appreciate it when you say that. That really makes me feel good, and that you guys do enjoy my content and love spreading the love, because that's what this fandom's all about. Is I love spreading the love. I'm trying to wave at Darius the Dutchie, and it's not letting me do it. Man, this thing is just being evil. Do you know a cute Dutchie? So Ash the Dutchie asks, do I know a cute Dutchie? No, I mean, I'm looking at this Dutchie in the cameras and stuff right now, and no, I don't know a cute Dutchie at the moment, so I do not know where that sort of information is coming from. So yes, there may be a cute Dutchie. It all depends on the individual. I might be called cute. I mean, which is cuter, my blue side or my left side? Hi, how are you? All right. So another question. You are loved by many furries, and you are the best furry ever. So that. Wait a minute. So that's supposed to be a question? I guess that's technically not a question, but I really appreciate it. And I believe I came from Winter Furry Husky, and I really do appreciate that. I learned from the best. Some of my best friends are some of the sweetest furries out there, and that's who I really emulate. Hi, Roxy the Red Fox Wolf. Hi, how are you? Oh my goodness, is that your suit? That is like the cutest friggin' suit. Oh my goodness, you beg for snugs. That is a cute suit. If that's your suit, that is an adorable suit. But no, so that's another one. It's just saying I'm this wonderful, great person. I really enjoy and I love getting to talk and meet furries. That's why I love interviewing. I love doing furry meetups and all these furry friends. I love getting to talk and meet new furries because it really makes my day, and I really appreciate that you guys are even taking time out of your evening to come and talk to this Dutch angel dragon that likes to interview furries and talk about weird furry acronyms that I don't know what the heck they're talking about half the time. Let's see. All right, what do we got? Anything on Facebook? Sorry, I don't want to neglect my viewers. We got anything new? Let's see. I love to see those suits at a con someday in 2022. Oh yeah, exactly. I'm totally gonna have one of the Liger's gonna be done by 2022. You can bet on that one. That one's gonna happen. My third persona, the secret suit. I'm a cheapo and I like to save up money, so that one's gonna be more in like the 2022ish area. Then I'll probably get one. And of course, when I find great, wonderful suit commissions, there's some great suit makers out there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything bad about those bigger suit makers, but I'm Mr. Cheapo. I've seen some newer, upper, and rising suit makers that are just phenomenally talented, and they make these suits that are just look just as cute and just as wonderful as the big name suit makers. But instead of blowing 10 grand, you're only blowing like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 bucks. Support the small fursuit makers. I cannot implore that enough, you guys. Especially if you want to get a fursuit, is to definitely help the small ones out. Like this Dutch Angel Dragon that got made, he was made with from my former roommate suit maker because they were homeless, and I took them in, and we made some deals of free rent, and she built me this suit for really really cheap. So there you go, folks. There's all sorts of opportunities. You don't have to pay $5,000-$10,000 for a freaking fursuit. You can get one for maybe 1,000 or 2,000 bucks, or you go on YouTube or join a fursuit makers chat on Telegram, and you can learn how to make it yourself. Like the materials themselves are only a few $100 maybe, depending on what the complexity of your fursuit is. And the more complex, then the more fur you're gonna have to buy. It's really the big majority of the cost of the suit being made is actually the labor. Because the good majority, like as you see my fursuit head right here, a lot of this was actually hand sewn. So it took hours and days to make this suit for my, and I watched her do it because she was my roommate. So it really does a lot of love and sweat and tears go into these suits. So I totally do not downplay the suit makers that charge an exorbitant amount of money, because it does take a lot of time, a lot of effort to make these suits. All right, what do we got? Why, thank you. My goodness. I'm touching. Sorry, Early Fox. I don't know what language you're speaking. Oh, I got more questions coming. All right, so I got a question here. Suma Dragon Ropa.edit. I'm the cool boy, and I even make editing video, and they're the best. Oh yeah, absolutely. I really enjoy. I agree that like when people make suit videos, whether it's like for like furries or dance videos, when I see really good editing and well done, that's how you get like followers and all that good stuff. It's eye catching. It's very well put together. Than me, I just throw together a live, raw, and uncut I don't do anything special. I just flip on the computer and go. But no, absolutely, I agree. When someone puts a lot of time and effort into making a furry video and does editing and adds all the bells and whistles and animations and stuff, that really does actually take the cake, and it's very eye-catching. And this younger audience, you got to have something that's really cool and really eye-catching, because your average attention span is like very minimal. So if you got something boring and drab, they're going to be like, left swipe, left swipe. They ain't going to click on it or do a like or follow or anything. You're like, oh, that's boring. All right, what else? Oh, I'm eyeing Megaplex and Furry Week in Atlanta. Oh, very cool, Mikey. So if you go to Megaplex, yeah, you'll totally run into me there. Just look for this or Morty from Rick and Morty. I think I have the head somewhere. Morty's been bad, so he's going. He went on an adventure with Rick right now. So let's see. All right, so Roxy the Red Fox Wolf. Oh my god, that is such a cute suit if that's a real suit. Do you like anime? Yeah, I actually really do like anime. There is a good selection of ones out there I grew up on as a teenager. Like one of my good friends in school, he got me really into one of the first animes I really liked. Well, it wasn't really my friends so much. It was more like on my own. I like the classics like Pokemon and Digimon when they were kind of like anime-like. I watched everything. I watched all the episodes of Pokemon from pretty much from Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, all through season 1, 2, 3, and when he goes to the islands, or Pokemon XD, and the first battle with Raichu to the later on battle with Raichu, and just so many Pokemon and Digimon were great. But then back to my friend in high school, he actually introduced me to like Ranma 1/2. If you guys ever check that one out, that's actually really worth catching. It's kind of an older anime from like the 90s. And what it is that if you've heard of it, it's essentially an anime where Ranma fell into like a special sacred water that a young girl died in or something. And it's cursed so that when she went into the water, every time it goes into cold water, it turns into a female, hot water turns into a male. So it's actually really funny. So when he falls into water, cold water, turns into a female, female. And everyone's like, huh? So, but then her dad, same concept, actually fell into water that turned him into a panda or something. So Ranma 1/2, definitely on one of your top animes, definitely check out. It's a little bit old school, but it's actually really cool and really neat to watch. If you guys have ever seen it, it's a really good anime. So yes, I do like animes. Another great anime is G Gundam. It's an older, same concept, like early 90s, maybe early 2000s series. Really good series where it's a bunch of Gundams all over the country. And I forgot, it's been so long. It's been like 20 years. Yeah, literally, I'm old. But yeah, I gotta watch that again. But G Gundam, really good series. The fighting robots and learning how to control anger and love and teamwork, and it was definitely a anime worth checking out. And I heard like Gundam Wing was another good Gundam series to get into. I didn't get time to really get into that because I was in sports and worked and stuff. But that was actually another one. Let's see. Wow, Tuakuti. Oh yes, exactly. Oh, My Hero Academia. Oh yeah, I totally agree. My Hero Academia, my old roommates actually would watch My Hero Academia sometimes. And I'm sitting there, I get home from work and I'm about to go do something, and I'm like, nope. Wait a minute, what's this? So like a kid with green hair that's got like these self-confidence issues, and yeah, we know the main character. And I'm just like, all right, this is good. So I watch a few episodes. Yeah, My Hero Academia is actually really dang good. Oh dang! Seriously, I could rap about animes all evening. What do we got here? Oh my goodness, we got like less than 10 minutes left. But no, absolutely. So definitely another good anime. If you guys have ever watched it, Vampire Hunter D. So Vampire Hunter D is essentially like it says. It's essentially about Van Helsing. There we go. So Van Helsing, hence the famed vampire hunter, and shows a bunch of different stuff like the whole going after Dracula and a bunch of the stuff that comes with it. Very good anime, definitely worth checking out. there was like a couple movies and this and that. That was actually another good anime. It was Vampire Hunter D. Definitely check that one out. That is definitely worth watching. Actually, not too long ago, the other day on Hulu, it's advertising Castlevania anime. I recommend it. If you guys like Vampire Hunter D, check out Castlevania as well, the anime series. That one actually looks really cool because then if you play the Castlevania games, you know the whole shindig between Dracula and the Belmonts. It's actually definitely worth checking out. I highly recommend that as well if you want to get your vampire fix. So I'm now on my shortest football offseason after my schools win today. Then a few weeks, I'll be watching Canadian football when ESPN. Ah, yes, Canadian football, definitely worth checking. Start a video chat with you with my persona. Sure. Yeah, I only got a few minutes left, but yeah, I'll definitely chat with you. Can I solve this riddle? Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Huh?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I was just like finishing up the stream here, and I saw you wanted to come in on this. And I was like, your suit is freaking adorable. So I was like, yep, I gotta bring you in for a little bit.
Yeah.
So how are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Nothing much here.
All right, very cool. But so it's great that you're able to make it. And that was a great question. Was to pitch definitely animes. That really got me going. Of course, this one solved the riddle. That one looks kind of tough though. The spirit dog says flag, basketball, and what do you put in the bottom of that? Flag, basketball, and two people. Is that like NBA or something? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure where he's going with that one. But yeah, you can go ahead and post the riddle. We can try to solve that before the show ends. But yeah, other than that, another really good anime that's definitely worth checking out is Neon Genesis Evangelion. Have you ever watched Evangelion?
No, I have not.
So yeah, if you actually do get a chance, and you do have like, I think you can find it on YouTube. But if you've got like Hulu or Netflix or Amazon Prime, those are some other video streaming softwares that you can definitely look up and you can look into, see if there's Evangelion. One of my old, one of my exes, one of my really good friends, who is also a Fox, he actually showed me all these different episodes of Evangelion that got made years later that I didn't even know existed. So he had these actually saved. And I was just like, I was glued to the TV. I couldn't stop watching. So it was definitely worth checking out. Is definitely check the Neon Genesis Evangelion because it's fighting like robots and these things that are angels, but ironically they're like these evil, scary-looking white head things. And it's actually a really good anime as well. There's a lot of drama, love, so on and so forth. It's actually definitely worth checking out. I highly recommend that one as well.
That's cool. Yeah, I will check it. Oh, yeah.
Nice. So, do you have any questions for me? Oh, there we go. Rusty says that One Piece is another good anime. I very much agree with that. One Piece is definitely a good one. I haven't checked it out yet. But also Full Metal Alchemist. That's another anime definitely worth checking out. I watched a few episodes of it years ago. Yep. FMA is really good one worth checking out. So, do you got any other questions you'd like to ask this Dutch Angel Dragon before I peace out? I got about 5 minutes left here, so it's a free open questions time. So.
I don't have any more.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, wait, you got it correct. The NBA. Oh, crap. We actually got it right. So it did stand for the NBA. Nice. We got that one, folks. We got that. So the National Basketball Association. We got the NBA. Let's see. Will we see you at MFF? One last question that is from Rusty Bourne. And I will answer that. Unless something changes, there is a very high likelihood that, yes, I will probably be going to MFF because that's right around when I go home to visit my family on vacation in Minnesota. So if you guys are going to Midwest Fur Fest, another furry acronym that we learned about earlier, you will very likely see me in this red and blue Dutchie, as well as Morty. And if things work out, I might have my second suit done by then. So you might see me in my number 2 Sona. So yes, there's a good chance I will be seen. And maybe if you're heading to MFF there, Roxy, there's a good chance that I will be there as well. So.
I'm not there. I'm closer to BLFC.
Oh, okay, in Vegas or Reno. Is it Reno or Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's actually also on my to-do list. I'm totally going to go that direction one of these days. I do want to go see what BLFC is all about. So, yeah, we'll definitely touch base, keep in contact. So, all right. Well, that's about all we got.
Yep.
Huh?
BLFC is really cool, though. You should go check it out.
Oh, I'll definitely add it to my list. That's definitely one of my favorite ones I'd like to go to, because I'd like to go to Anthrocon, BLFC. I want to go to the Canadian one, Fernal Equinox in Toronto, because I got a lot of Canadian furries that are my homeboys. I'd love to go there as well. So absolutely fantastic. Firefly Wolfie, he's a pretty big Instagram guy, and his suit is adorable. And I believe he lives in like somewhere around Toronto area. So yeah, I told him we're gonna hang out and smoke cigars together because he smokes stogies. I'm like, I like to smoke a little stogie, although I'm not condoning it. Smoking is bad, but a little stogie now and again, especially if it's with your buddy, is okay once in a while. So that is all the time that we have for tonight, folks. I am so glad you took time on your evening to hang out with me, and we got to answer some acronyms. We got to answer some furry questions. We had a lot of fun tonight. I really hope you guys did too. How about you, Roxy? Was this a lot of fun tonight?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Very cool, very cool. So I'm so glad you can make it. I'm going to end the show here. So to tell you guys, just remember, things are gonna get better. You are all wonderful and special. I love each and every one of you. You know, I don't have, some people ask me who's my favorite. I'm like, I don't really have a favorite. Don't get me wrong, my boyfriend, I love him to dear God, but I love all the floofs. The most important thing is that soon enough, speaking of conventions, we're going to be together again soon. This pandemic, it was really a test of our patience, our willingness to be kind, and to just, unfortunately, some people got impatient, and as you saw, started blowing up Twitter with stuff and just, blah, I don't want to get into it. But anyway, so we will be together again soon, folks. Just think about it. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling depressed, always, one of the biggest things, I read this on a whiteboard recently. It's a word of inspiration. Fear, and I actually used it as a posting today, and I thought it was perfect. Fear has 2 meanings. Oh, whoops. Oh, wait, here, I took a picture of it. That way I'll actually know. So fear has 2 meanings. It means either you fear everything and run. So fear, F-E-A-R, fear everything and run. Or face everything and rise. Your choice is up to you, folks. I know you all are wonderful and special and awesome furries. Rise, rise, rise. And I will see you next time. Nighty-night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And you guys have a great night too on YouTube. I was glad you guys were able to hang with the Dutchie boyfriend, Splitz the Dutchie Angel Dragon. I'm so glad I got to talk to you guys. You take care and have a good night. As I try to find where the mouse is. The mousey it is not here. Wait. There it is. Yes. Good night, folks.